Welcome to another video of our SQL playlist. Today we will learn about the constants of foreign key and its uses and its limits also. So what is a foreign key? A foreign key is a key which is used in another table other than itself. Now don't get the wrong idea. The foreign key can be used in the table in its mother table also, but it can also be used in another table. So here we have two tables, that is persons table, that is the master table, and orders table, that is the foreign table. Okay, so in the persons table we have four columns, and person id here is the primary key of the persons table. Okay, and in the orders table the order id is the primary key of the orders table. And here we can see at the orders table there is a column named PID. So it is the same as the person ID of persons table. So here PID or person ID is the foreign key. These two are same thing. Okay. So why we use foreign key? We use foreign key to avoid data redundancy and waste of memory. So let's check how we use it. Here PID of the orders table refers to the persons ID of the masters table, and if we use PID 3, that is we have used PID 3 for the order number 1, so it means that the order number 1 is given by the person ID 3 of the persons table. Okay, so it will directly go to the person ID 3 row of the persons table and get the details of the person from there. So it will be Peter Parker. You can also see I have used the PID 2 twice. This means the foreign key can be repeated. Okay, it can or cannot be unique. So if I was to put all the data in a single table, then I have to write the details of the person ID 2 twice in this row. Or if there are suppose 100 rows with person ID 2, then we have to write his details, same details 100 times. So this is waste of space. Now for the constants, we cannot enter any value in our foreign table under the foreign key column, that is PID column here, which is not already present on the master table. So we cannot just enter person ID 5 in the others table because there is no entry with person ID 5 in our master table. So it will give us an error. But what if we want to add a new user? Then we have to add the user's details first in the person table. Only after that, if I try to enter a new order with person ID 5 in our orders table, then it will be okay. Okay, then it will not give any errors. Also, unlike primary key, in the foreign key column we can use null. Okay, so how can we use null? I will talk about it later. And there is also another one constraint. If we want to delete a row from our orders table, okay, if we want to delete a row from our orders table, it is okay, we can do it. But if we want to delete a row from our persons table, that is master table, then we have some problem. See, if we just try to delete the row with person ID 5, then it will give us a error because it will say that the person ID 5 is already used in the foreign table. Okay, so if I try to delete it from the master table, it will not allow me. So what if I want to delete it anyway? Then I have to first delete all the entries with person ID 5 in the foreign table. Okay, all the entries, not only single one. At the how many times the person ID 5 is written there, we have to delete all of the rows, and only then we can delete it from the master table. So hope all these constants are clear to you. And now for the syntax and use of it and practical use, let's go to the SQL and let's check it. So I have already created two tables, the similar tables, persons and orders. Okay, and I have already made the primary keys and foreign keys. Okay, always remember one thing, the type and size of the variable which we are going to use as the foreign key in the other table must be similar for both of the tables. Okay, just like in the first table, the primary key person ID have type, number and size 3, and we will use it as foreign key in the orders table. So here the name of it will be PID. So I have also given the type, number and size 3 for the PID. So see, at the last line there is the syntax of foreign key declaration. Okay, so I will give a constant name just like my previous video. I will call it f key, and then I will write foreign key, the keyword. If you don't want to give any constant name, you can also remove the constant f key part. The main syntax is foreign key, then inside bracket I will write PID, that is the name of the column which I want to make as foreign key in the table I am declaring it. Okay, that is in the foreign table. So here the foreign table is the orders table, and here the foreign key in the orders table is named as PID. So I will just write PID, that is the column name of the foreign ID, and after that I will write the keyword references. That means the column PID in the orders table references to which column of which table. I will write that after the keyword references. So after the keyword references I will write the table name of the master table, that is persons, and inside the bracket I will write the column name of the master table which is used as foreign key in our orders table. So I will write persons ID. That means the persons ID column of the person table is referred by the PID column of the orders table as a foreign key. Also, I have forget to tell you one thing, that is the key of the master table which we want to use as a foreign key must be declared as the primary key in the master table itself. Okay, now we will first enter some details in the master table, only then we can use anything in the foreign table. So I will just add 2 rows here, and now we will write the details in the foreign table. See, in the third position, that is in the PID column, I have entered only those values which I have already entered in my person ID column of my persons tables. Okay, to see all the entries are accepted here, as we have given only correct entries for this time. Now we will see the tables. See, all the details in the tables are uploaded and there is not any error we have got. So now we will check the constraints. So now let's try to insert some rows with PID which is not already present in our master table. So let's enter PID equals to 5 and run this, and see there will be some error. Okay, so let's check. See, here is the error. What is the error? That is parent key is not found. Okay, so parent key, that is the person's ID column, does not have any entry with 5. Now I have told you that null value is allowed in foreign key. So we will try to insert a new row in the orders table with value null in the foreign key, that is PID part. So let's insert it and see it is accepted. So why it is accepted? See, I have told you that if a value is not present in our master table, we cannot use it in our foreign table. But see, here null value is added in our foreign table, but there was no value named null in our parents table, because I have already told you in my previous lectures that null is not a value. Okay, null is not as any value. Null means there is no value applicable for that part. So null is not considered as any value, and if it is not a value, then it can be inserted. Also, if we try to delete any row that is present inside our parents table but it is not used or referred by our foreign table or foreign column, only then we can use it easily from our master's table. But what if we try to delete the person ID 2 row from our master table, that is Steve Rogers from our master table, then it will give us error. Why? Because the person ID 2 is already mentioned in our foreign table. So our foreign table is referring to the person ID 2 of our persons table, so we cannot just delete it from our foreign table. So then what to do if we try to delete it? So then we have to first delete all the entries present in our foreign table with the person ID 2 as PID 2, that refers to our row which we try to delete. We have to delete all of them. See, for here we have to delete the order ID 1 and order ID 3 from our orders table, because in order ID 1 and order ID 3 we have used PID as 2. So first we have to delete all the rows from our orders table, that is our foreign table, which refers the person ID 2 in our parents table. Only after that we can delete the person ID 2 row from our parents table. You guys must be wondering how to delete a row, as I am telling delete again and again. So we will learn how to delete and modify any row or columns in a table in our next coming videos. So goodbye for today, and don't forget to subscribe and share.